Wrong ones. Good evening, everybody. Thank you. From what I understand, the idea of those chopsticks was Leslie's idea, and I think it turned out great. Thanks, Leslie. Wow, what company we are in tonight. There's some great folks here tonight. And this is certainly an honor for me. And I'd like to thank DEMA and all the staff and volunteers that make this evening possible. And I want to thank all of you for coming out tonight to celebrate as well. Kind of wondering where we start with all this talk tonight and where we're going to go with it. There's so many people to thank. This honor really isn't about me as much as it is recognition for the work that REEF has done and continues to do. In the late 1980s, Paul Heumann and Ed Deloach had this crazy idea of replicating in the water what birders had done on land for over 100 years. I was working for Spencer and Amy Slate at the time in Key Largo, and it was a matter of being in the right place at the right time, kind of with the right attitude and aptitude, and it went from there. Beyond that first job in the dive industry with Spencer and Amy, which basically was picking up cigarette butts and handing out horse collar BCs to visiting divers. Slate especially has played a very big role in REEF and what we've been able to do and what I've been able to do. I wouldn't be here, REEF wouldn't be here, and the dive industry wouldn't be half of what it is today without Spencer Slate. And I owe huge thanks to Slate. The dive industry wouldn't be half what it is, might be twice what it is, but we don't know. So many other people have been involved in REEF's success. Anna Deloach, Kevin Senecal, Lisa Mitchell, Lori Wilson, Alan and Claire Jardine, Bruce Purdy, Stuart Cove, Neil Watson, Peter Hughes, Steve Frank, Harry Ward, Rob Blesser, Bill Gleason, George and Bobby Purifoy. Those are all names we recognize as pioneers in this sport. But there are also names you might not recognize. Names like Kathleen Sullivan, Jim Bonsack, Steve Giddings, Dr. James Morris and Stephanie Green, Billy Causey. These are all key scientists and resource managers that have had and continue to have a very important role in reef's conservation work. REEF is an organization of divers. It was founded by divers. Its members are divers, more than 60,000 of them. Our staff are divers. And what do? That's right, we dive. We are an organization of divers. But why do we dive? And what do we do when we're in the water? Scuba is really the vehicle that gives us access to the underwater world. It's what we do with that access that's significant. And when I look around this room, I see a bunch of us that have been in this business for a long time. We're familiar with the standards of teaching diving, the necessities of running a business, and the bottom line. But we may have been missing some of the more recent changes in attitudes and direction that are taking place. To a new diver, the excitement of a new activity like breathing underwater is huge, but it doesn't necessarily last. People want to do more. They want to make a difference. If they're established in life, they may want to leave a legacy. If they're early in life, they want a cause. And what better cause than helping us save the ocean? Diving can provide the mechanism that allows them to do that, and that's what REEF is about. Explore, discover, make a difference. That's REEF's tagline. REEF is a nonprofit conservation organization. We're managed by a stellar board of trustees. They volunteer considerable time, expertise, and financial support to provide direction to the organization. I want to recognize them because they put so much into this organization and they don't ask anything in return. Our two founders, Paul Heumann and Ned Deloach, both here tonight. Anna Deloach, Jim Della Pazzi, Andy DeHart, Mel McCumbee and Harris Friedberg, Janet Camp, Alex Alexio, Bob Raymond, Marty Snyderman, and Peter Hughes. Thank you for all you do. Marty told me yesterday he thinks this is his 39th DEMA. And for Peter, it is his 40th. Been to every single DEMA show we've ever had. It means you guys are really old. I want to say that diving with Paul Heumann and Ned Deloach has been an extreme privilege. Their expertise, and more importantly, their excitement, is what every diver should experience. Paul Heumann can lay still on the bottom for 60 minutes to capture the image of a fish he's never seen before. And Ned Deloach is as happy diving at 3 feet as he is at 103 feet. In sand, seagrass, or even better for Ned, mud. He's bubbling over after every dive he does, and he's done over tens of thousands of them. Diving with Ned is so contagious, it should be required of every new student entering this sport, and it certainly has infected me. I want to finish up with the others that are sitting at the table right over here, with Ned, Paul, Marty, and Peter, and those are our reef staff. Ellie Splain, Jana Nichols, Emily Stokes, Amy Lee, Martha Klitsky, and Christy Simmons, who couldn't be here. But let's talk about this second before Tom drags me off the stage. I'm being honored here this evening, but those young professionals are my heroes, and they're my inspiration. They're the future of diving, and we need more of them in this sport. They get it. Ellie and I attended the DEMA meeting early in the morning last year and again this year with Emily. And she had powerful insights into where this industry has been and where it's going. Her generation has the will and the means, and they do have the means to make a difference in this world. They buy specific shoes or they drink their water out of a certain kind of bottle, not because it's trendy, but because it makes a difference. They're idealistic, and they're willing to live their lives not for a Facebook photo, but for doing good. Well, maybe for a Facebook photo and doing good. We need to listen closely to our young dive professionals and learn what we can do to bring more people into diving and keep them active and engaged. Contrary to what some say, we know the more divers we have in the water, the more ocean advocates we'll have, and the safer our oceans are going to be. As an industry, we have a great opportunity and a responsibility to do more than just teach our divers how to clear a mask and a regulator. We must also provide them a reason to dive, a cause, a purpose, and opportunities to become engaged. Not only does our sport depend on it, our planet does as well. And that, my friends, is why I'm here tonight. Thanks to all of you. I love you all. And Leslie, knock it out of the park.